lollipop.
Mr. Conley,
This is not a dictatorship.
now I'm not gonna ask you again, we're not going to get into one of these discussions. If you have a question on the budget, sir, you may ask it. If we don't have an answer, we will get you an answer. That's the budget, that's the agenda, sir.
I think the conversation prior to a question
No, sir, we're on the budget discussion. That's where we're at.
pertains to budget. Pertains to budget. There has been a lot of talk about the dollars that have been spent. There has been a lot of talk about budgets in the past. That's a conversation that needed to take place. This budget process that we're in right now is probably the most important budget process that we've ever gone through. We're trying to do it in a manner that it gets rubber stamped again. The budget process that we're going into right now, we need to look at all of the expenditures that we've been passing out and throwing away. There's $15 million, Mayor. This is really nice. This is pretty. It's a lot of good work went into this. But there's not $15 million in there, sir. The budget.
Excuse me, what does this have to do with the budget?
The budget that we're getting into right now cuts down on the spending.
So ask your
Cuts down.
specific question and let's go.
The specific question I have right now is, can we get together, since we're all trying to be muzzled here, and look at the budget? Let's do it line item by line item. Let's do it department by department. This is the most important budget that we've ever done. There's a lot of questions on the agenda. We ain't gonna sit here and go through that all night. It may take an all day Saturday. I don't know. We need to dig into this budget. You want it rubber stamped. I'm not rubber stamping it.
Mr. Conley? Mr. Conley? Mr. Conley?
Hold on, stop.
Mr. Elam, you're out of order.
Well, you're
Mr.
out.
Conley?
I don't care.
Mr. Conley, we will discuss this budget line item by line item if that's the direction you choose to go. There is no rubber stamp. The budget was submitted by the department heads of what their needs are. We still do not have the revenue figures that we need to go against these. We do not have our insurance numbers yet, and we do not have our ad valorem taxes yet. And for you to sit here and say, you want to go through this line item by line item, we have no idea what kind of revenue stream we're going to have. And so, at this point, all we're doing is gathering information about what the needs are of the department heads. All right? Now, this is not the way we're going to run the City Council of Vienna, gentlemen. All right? We will act like gentlemen. We will wait our turn to talk, and we are not going to shout over each other. All right? No, I'll be the one to decide that, Roger. Thank you. All right?
You know what?
No, I don't know what. Okay?
You're right, you don't. Thank you.
Mr. Eagle?
Yeah, as the mayor, the whole thing with this budget, that's why, I spent my time, that's why I did some social media. I have questions through social media that are citizens, and it's not special interest groups, Mr. Leach. I appreciate what you did with all this stuff, but it's not a special interest group, it's daggone citizen of Vienna. That's the special interest group, it's the citizens who voted us in here. My question were, I had all kinds of questions to ask in the papers. Hold on, excuse me, I'm talking, thank you, Randy. So the whole thing was, I came listed, prepared questions that I want to ask specifically, because I want to know why we have some positions, what they do, where's the money going. I mean, yes, you see what all money, I say to you, it was a great presentation, but the whole thing is those are just numbers. Where did that money go? And drilling out our budget, well, these people want to know what's going on in our daggone city. We don't let them know anything. Like, I came here tonight to ask questions. You said I didn't answer an email because I didn't ask Amy to give her the questions to give the department heads. I don't want them to know my questions. I want them to answer for themselves. I mean, Amy's not the magic answer. These department heads submit their budgets. As a nursing home administrator, I know my budget, and so do my department heads. They know the budget. We always run Amy Roberts. Why can't everybody speak for themselves?
You know, it's fine. When the department heads make their presentations, all right, that is a part of the process, all right? They have to tell us what they need in order to do their job, all right? Then we move forward with this process. Next week will be the presentations by the outside agencies that we typically fund. After that, then we get back together as a group, and then we start to whittle it down to whatever we can afford in that budget or whatever is necessary.
In
All right.
in this forum, right here.
Absolutely.
In front of all these people.
Absolutely.
Okay, that's all I want,
All right,
brother.
that's exactly how it works. All right? We don't have the numbers yet, Mike, and the fact that I asked you to email Amy was for the very reason is you want the correct numbers. You want the right answer. You don't want a department head to be up here and to say something that they're talking off the top of their head because they didn't know what you wanted. That's why we asked for you to have your questions beforehand, so that if there was something that was asked, you could get a proper answer, so you could base whatever decisions you wanted to make on the real numbers. Okay? We will get that. We will do that right here at this table.
Thank you.
But we don't have a number to work against yet, and it's pointless. We can't, you can't make 2 equal 2 until you know what the other side is. All right? So that's the whole reason for that.